Okay. Are you wasting your 40s? Yes. Okay.
But I like wasting my 40s.
Okay.
But TikTok's really helped us to waste our 40s
Yes,
even
and the
faster.
50s. Yes, correct. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another fun episode of Career Success with Adrian and Yen. And I'm making sure I'm looking at the right camera this time because the last 3 takes were stupidly wrong.
Happy Friday, everyone.
Happy Friday,
Happy
everyone.
Friday, and we hope you've had your coffee.
Yeah, and this is November, which means that Christmas is around the corner. And even as we have time, some of us are slowing down. We are closing out the year, hopefully on a good note.
Always.
Always on a good note.
Always.
I want to share with you something interesting that happened last week. I spoke to a 50-something-year-old, young 50-year-old guy.
Young.
Okay? A young 50-year-old
A
guy.
young senior.
Yeah, young senior. And he's successful by all means, okay? And he said, no, Adrian, I actually think I wasted my 40s. I cruised around and I could have done more. I could have done better.
This is his 50-year-old self talking to his 40-year-old self.
Yeah. And it was interesting because I thought, no, hey, this guy is quite successful. And why is he having such regrets?
You think he's successful. Does he think he's successful?
Ah, exactly, you see. So that's why I thought today would be good time to talk about, the big question. Are you wasting your 40s?
Wait. Back to our 50-year-old friend. Does he not realize that hindsight is 2020? Because he's probably thinking I could have done more with my time in my 40s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could have invested more in myself.
I could have bought Bitcoin.
Could have bought Bitcoin. Yeah, don't rub it in. Stuff like that.
But with hindsight, we always wish,
Yeah, and that's why if you're in your 40s right now, okay, and to me, I now want to spend this message today to those in their early 40s, okay, or even your late 30s. If you had a time machine that could go back into time to affect the results that could help you out today, would you do it? And the answer to everyone is yes, I would. Okay, if I could go back in time 10 years ago to effect a change that made me better today, I would.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you actually have a time machine now. It's called today.
For the next 10 years.
For the next 10 years. So what the 2035 you, okay, is going to tell you today, if you make the right choices today, you are actually changing the outcome of the future. Wow, it sounds so wise saying that.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm just going to be the voice of contention here. Because sometimes we like to bully ourselves and we like to punch ourselves about a decision that we made or a decision that we did not take.
Bitcoin.
And you have to look back and realize sometimes that a decision is made with the limited information that you had at the time. Because we don't have access to information in 2035.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
That's
yeah. So I don't want you to beat yourself up sometimes for those decisions.
Yeah, correct.
But back to our topic, there are certain things that you can do today that will help you a little bit better, a bit more, for the long game, for the 2035 view. Yeah.
And I think one of the things that I read online, which means it must be true, is that one of the biggest regrets a lot of people have in their 50s or when they retire is when they look back and they said, I chose a safer path. I didn't take any risks.
I don't like this point because when you're in your 40s and you are mortgaged to the hilt and you have kids that are growing, and then when you hit 50, you go like, oh wow, I should have done that because now I realize that I didn't have to worry about my kids that much, or I didn't have to worry about the mortgage because the interest rates are going to drop, whatever. No, because you have to be okay with a choice of whether you took path A or path B. It's okay not to take those risks sometimes.
Apple, right?
Yes.
Steve Jobs, Steve Wozniak, the original guys.
Okay.
There was actually a third partner, who sold it up for like about $5,000 in shares.
Yeah. Well, too bad for him.
Yeah, correct. So
I mean,
but hindsight is 50-50, right?
Exactly. That's what
it's 20-20. So what 50-50
I have no idea.
I have no idea either. But not taking risks.
Look, when someone says I regret not taking that risk, I sometimes want to again, qualify that on whether or not it was because it was a promotion he didn't take because it was viewed as too risky. He was worried about the time and amount of or was it an investment thing? Because sometimes those investment things you can't tell. Or whether or not it's like, I should have bought that apartment because see, 5 years later it was en bloc. Again, that was what happened to me. So we don't know. And I think risks are very hard to measure.
And I think you should celebrate the risk that you didn't take that went wrong.
Sometimes. So again, when someone says that, I like to qualify it.
Yeah. So I had this guy I know once. Okay. He was offered a huge, fantastic role he was in HP.
Yes.
And he was offered a huge. This was in the 2000s. He was offered a huge role in Compact, and he didn't want to take it. Huge role, huge money, and 6 months later, HP acquired Compact.
Yeah.
Like,
there were quite a few individuals I was headhunting who did that circuit. Left HP, went to Compact, only to be eaten back into HP.
Correct, and then retrenched. So, one of the biggest regrets, especially if you're in your 40s right now, one of the things you shouldn't be doing is you shouldn't be cruising. Okay, cruising means just being in your comfort zone. I think you should spread out.
Yes. But again, we don't want to be so binary about it. It's like, you are cruising or you're not.
Yeah.
I think it's okay to cruise, and I think it's okay to have a tangent to follow. You don't have to completely exit your comfort zone. I think it's okay to incubate, some things. Don't just like take a step and
grow
stop.
a little.
Yeah, you cannot stop growing. Even if you don't grow the main branch, you can grow a tiny branch somewhere else.
You can grow
Doesn't
fat.
have
When you're 40s, you grow fat.
sideways. I mean, again, the analogy here is don't stop growing. Yeah. That one I agree. I'm not a big fan of risk, but I agree that you shouldn't be too comfortable. Yeah.
Back to the risk thing.
Yes.
I agree with you. It's about your risk profile as well. If you're risk taking like me, one of the reasons
Actually,
why
you're not a risk taker. I don't think you're a risk taker because you've done a few things and you got bitten a couple of times. You go like, no, I'm never investing again.
No.
Or that's at least what you're telling me. Anyway.
Besides that, career risks. Okay, for me, one of the reasons why I decided to come out and be entrepreneurial is because I wanted to tell myself at least I tried and failed, rather than I didn't try and didn't know what the outcome was. But then once again, it's my risk profile when it comes to that.
But your risk profile also prevented you from taking a regional role because you knew what was at stake if you were not in town.
Correct.
Too often, right?
Yes,
you're not available to your family and all.
Yeah.
So I think when we got to qualify it, and I think we need to be kind to ourselves.
I think so too.
If we look back and go like, my 2025 self did this, that.
And here's
So
one of the
stop regretting.
Yeah,
It's useless energy.
Yes, agreed. I can safely say that many people
regret.
One of the biggest regrets is they're working too hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a very nice saying which I came across, which I chanced upon some time back, which says that when you retire, when all said and done, the only people who's going to remember how many hours you put into your work, it's not your bosses, but your family members.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can work OT and everything, but spare time for your family. You work too hard.
Yeah.
And it's very funny because I encounter people regularly. Okay, people who tell me that the reason why I work so hard is for my family.
Yeah.
And I said, I spend 80% traveling. I spend everything, all energy for my family. And I asked him, did you ask your family what they wanted?
Yeah.
Right? Because sometimes it's and once again, another Jimmy Carr quote. I love that guy. Okay, he says, "Children don't want your dime. Children want your time."
Yeah.
You know.
Unless they want your dime. in which case, they're just waiting to inherit.
And it's funny because if you were not around when they were growing up, and when you're old and rich, they want your dime, not your time.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why it's important.
Yeah.
What you do today will affect the future.
Or is it that we're not much fun when we're old?
No lah, it's fun when you're old. Especially if you've invested, like people like you and I who have invested so much in our kids.
You know what I told my kids?
Yeah.
I told my kids that when I'm old and delusional, just enter my delusion with me. just enter it.
No. What makes you think that this whole thing right now isn't a delusion of yours?
It probably is.
You could possibly be in some mental
matrix.
ward.
Yeah.
Some mental ward. You're like 85 years and reliving
yeah.
a fantasy where you're a successful career coach.
Yeah.
Right?
Who said I was successful?
So this could be a delusion. So yeah. Anyway. And I think one of the
this point, I agree.
Yeah. Don't spend
What's
so
the
much time,
biggest regret is not upskilling. You really should be investing time in growing and learning new things. But obviously, sometimes learning can be hard. If you ask me today, I'm like, not a big tech fan. It's really, really tough for me to just get my head around it. I'm on some games with my kids, and I've been playing this silly game for a while, and then I just discovered something new because I'm so not tech. And I'm like, shit, I wasted all these coins on or experience or XP.
And I want to share something funny with you. There's something I always wanted to learn, but now I'm too old.
Oh yeah, which is?
Which one people normally say, oh, you're never too old to learn anything. I want to ride a unicycle. No, I can't.
Please don't.
With
Please don't.
at my age, I'm going to fall and break something.
You're going to break your hip and that's it.
Correct. But I always wanted to... Okay, so I tried rollerblading.
No, I'm not
I've
sure.
learned,
when did this come up?
I've always wanted to do a unicycle.
You never mentioned it, so I'm not sure. I think you're just making it up.
No, I really wanted.
No.
Only recently when I saw a unicycle for sale on Carousel, and I was thinking, nah, I'm gonna break a bone. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Learning rollerblading was tough enough, but besides the fun stuff, upskill,
please.
Yeah, go figure out to get new course, learn AI, use ChatGPT. Use all the fun stuff. Do not stagnate. So these are some of the things which I think if you're not doing these, like if you're not making measured risks, or if you're too much in your comfort zone and not growing, or if you're working too hard to the point where you're neglecting your family, your health, and all the other important things in life, and not
you're
upskilling.
Going to calcify.
Yeah, I think if you're in your 40s, I think it's time for you to stop and review. See, is the 50-year-old me going to come back like the ghost of the Christmas past?
But the biggest thing 40-somethings should do is to start exercising regularly.
Stretching.
Exercising regularly. Movement is your friend. You've got to keep moving. And I think, case in point,
me, I'm getting old and crusty already. It's like,
but you don't. I think you exercise, but you don't do it regularly.
No, my exercise is...
You do like, what was this, like 40, 50 click bicycle rides?
My exercise is
end up
stupid.
hurting you.
My exercise is stupid because like
you can't
cycling...
store exercise. You wish you could. Just do it all in one weekend and then the rest of the month you don't
I
need
do
to do.
that regularly, but cycling is a stupid exercise because A, you annoy all the other road users.
That's true.
But B, it's very unidirectional. I mean, it's like you don't stretch. You only get your lower half of your body worked out. Your hands are all weak as twigs.
Yeah.
Yeah, so cycling is a dumb exercise.
It's cardio.
You got to get. That's why I paired it with rock climbing.
Yoga. You've
and
got
now
to do yoga.
Now in my older age, it's going to be yoga. Qigong, Tai Chi.
Yeah, Tai Chi. Same difference.
Yes,
yeah, same difference. Do something. Do something regularly because your 50-year-old self is going to have a lot of achy joints.
Yeah. And, but as much as we are complaining about being old and everything, wherever you are now, you can safely say to yourself, that in 15 years' time, you're going to look back and say that, man, I was in such good condition then. No matter what condition you're in, So appreciate your now, live life to the fullest, and of course,
keep calm and career on.
Have fun.
And exercise regularly.